Welcome to another Demarcation Media Mega Construx review. Today's video is very special for a handful of reasons. First of all, we have no UNSC figures in sight. Only elites. Today's video is going to be focusing purely on elites and particularly on LS3D's Elite Conversion Kit painted up by Flustered. We also have an Arbiter to look at as well as a Reach General. Those are not the conversion kits, but we'll get into all that in a minute. First of all, we're just going to jump in and start by taking a look at Arbiter. So this Arbiter is using the normal Mega Construx torso and legs and all of that. Flustered has just trimmed the shoulder armor and glued it straight on instead of having the clip, as well as for the legs. And looks like he's painted up most of the gray. I think so. And then the big part of this that makes him stand out is the head. So look at that. That is way more lifelike than Mega's. And we're going to get in closer in a minute so we can really see that face. But that is one of LS3D's elite heads and Arbiter helmets. Very, very expertly painted by Flustered. It looks so good. And what I wanted to do to start this is get the Arbiter's Quest Arbiter in here so we can see them side by side. We've also got carbines for both of them. The one on this guy is fully painted. Looks very nice. Very comparable to the official one. And then you can see what I was talking about with the shoulders. You see how the shoulders are just glued on instead of being clipped on. Same with the legs. You can see they've been trimmed down, make them look more accurate. And you can see the gray is a different tone, and you can see the shape of the helmet. Look at that. The shape of the helmet is a lot sleeker, a lot more close to the head, and interestingly, there is not the mandible covers at all, whereas Mega does do the mandible covers on the Arbiter helmet. The detail is also a lot finer on LS3D's piece. And then, of course, Flustered's paintwork is just spot on. It looks absolutely fantastic. But what I really wanted to look at is the head up close. There we go. Look, you can see his little eyes in there. Look at that. He's actually got eyes. And he's got teeth. And you can see the red in his mouth. Look at that. Now you can see the detail on the helmet more. The helmet is removable. However, it fits on by the side pieces gripping the cheeks. And this one doesn't want to come off. We'll see on some of the other elites how it comes off. But look at that. He even painted some of the undersuit. And it can still articulate, although the articulation is more limited than the actual Mega Elite head. But essentially, you're trading off some articulation for look. I mean, look at that. That is really, really well done. And I just can't get over how lifelike the eyes are. It's kind of hard to get the light to hit them right, but look at that. Look at that. You can see in there in the mouth. You can even see the muscle definition on his neck. That's really, really impressive. Let's just get the other Arbiter in here real quick. Again. See the differences. Again, no eyes visible really aside from the little pinholes on this Arbiter, whereas this guy has full-on eyeballs. And then here is that carbine. Look at all the little green details. I really like the brushed kind of gunmetal look. And then you can see the little indicator for how much ammo it's got. Looks pretty darn good. There's a little bit of scratching at the elbow where the black has flaked off to reveal the silver underneath. But again, that's really difficult to avoid. On some of Flustered's newer figures, he's been shaving that part down, but I think this guy's a little bit older. Not that old, but from before he started doing that. But dang, that is impressive. I just can't get over the eyes. Next up, we have the Halo Reach General. I believe this is a General, if I have my elite ranks correct. Now, this guy is special because, well, first of all, he just looks fantastic. And he's got, I believe the front chest plate is either custom molded or custom printed. I believe Dougie did the prints for this guy. I will put the link to Dougie's Instagram in the description and in the pinned comment, along with Flustered and LS3D. So this is the big part of the figure, the feet. Now, Flustered did actually send along the unpainted version. So this is what it looks like. 3D printed. You attach it on just like a normal Mega figure. And then the ankle is articulated. You can kind of rotate it around, move from side to side. There is kind of like a stud hole at the bottom. I don't really know if it'll stick. Let's see. Yeah, it actually does stick to studs. Gets on there pretty well. That's a very, very nice print. There's a lot of detail on it. This guy, you can see the stud holes. I'm not going to try to stick this one on the studs because painted and put on the studs is difficult. So this dude is huge thanks to these legs. I mean, look at this. He's almost a full head taller than the Arbiter. And he just is so big. And we got the shoulders. I don't know if Dougie made the shoulders and the helmet and all that as well, or if Flustered got them somewhere else. But it looks fantastic. And then he's got the longer arms. I believe, well, these longer arms might be from LS3D. He didn't give me a breakdown of this particular figure. Then we have the wrist blades. Looking very nice. They just clip onto the wrists. Mega really needs to do some wrist blades like this at some point. That's super cool. And then, of course, the paint work over this entire figure is just spot on. So good. It looks like you pulled it straight out of the game. These dudes were frightening too. Like in the Reach cutscenes in particular, they were pretty frightening. And this is one Elite design that Mega has not touched yet. They have showed no signs of trying to make this. So this is impressive. And the articulated ankles is pretty cool. LS3D has been doing that with Spartans. So it's cool to see that there are some options out there for Elites as well. It's just, he's huge. And there's a normal Mega Construx Elite. Absolutely massive. And then you can see, look on the legs, got the orange, all the little dots. I don't know if those are lights or what up there. Orange in the contours here. See on his elbow. Yeah, super well done. Super, super well done. Yeah, I'll definitely link Dougie's Instagram because this is pretty darn cool. Okay, so now we are moving on to the Elite conversion kits from LS3D. So there's a bunch of different options that you can get for these conversion kits, and these are based on Halo 2's anniversary designs. And you can get a Urtas, which is what we have here, and then a Minor, a Ultra, a Counselor, an Honor Guard, and an Honor Guard Counselor. So we'll look at all the variants. And what you get is you get the shoulders, you get the head, you get the chest, you get the leg armors, you get the lower legs, like the feet, and then you get the shoulders. And then what you get also is the helmet, because obviously the helmet is what kind of makes this. Which, is this one going to want to come off? I don't know. He's kind of, come on. Come on. Okay, I don't know if that one's going to want to come off. They just sit on there. And then you get two heads. You get yelling head and a normal head with the kits as well. So the first thing to note is that these are technically model kits, and they are not your standard Mega pieces. You know, you can't be rough with these. These could break. They're made for extreme detail and not extreme durability. And you have to put the hands in, and the hands can be a little stiff. These are official Mega hands, I believe. But you either can just sand down the hands to get them to fit properly, or if they're too loose, obviously you can just do the standard, widen the peg with glue. but the detail on here is really nice. So these are slightly longer than normal Mega Elite forearms, and I'll bring in another one for a comparison in a minute. And then the shoulders are glued on, I believe. Actually, no, never mind. They're not glued on. You just set them on there, just like normal Mega ones. That's pretty cool. That's nice. So you can swap those out. Then the helmet, you can see the helmet. It can be taken off. Again, I don't want to pull it too hard because these are a little on the fragile side. And then on this side, got some more detail. The leg armor looks fantastic. And then the lower legs also look pretty darn good. Look at the back of the armor. Very nice. There's no big peg hole to be seen, which is pretty cool. If you're going for maximum accuracy, that is correct. And then, again, the posing of the head is a little bit more limited than what you would see on the normal Mega Elite. But let's get in a little closer so you can see this detail. So just like with the Arbiter, you can see he has got little eyeballs. He is staring straight at you, staring straight into your soul. And then you can see better now that the throat on here goes like way in there. And then he's got obviously his half jaw. And here is here's Mega's official half jaw. I like this figure a lot. I like this Urtos figure a lot. But yeah. I mean, just look at the chest. Look at the difference in the chest, especially the way Flustered has it painted, and the shoulders, and the forearms, and the head. Yeah, there's really no contest here at all. Look at the chest. The details that LS3D has gotten in there is absolutely fantastic. And then, of course, Flustered has just painted them up so well. I don't even know. Was that a little controller thingamajig? See the legs. The blue on there. Looking really good. And also, notice that Flustered has gotten rid of the armor, like the groin armor. He's just kind of trimmed it off, which is an interesting choice. See that? That looks pretty close to Mega's Ultra feet. It's pretty close. And then you got some little lights on the back. More back here. You see more of the detail on the helmet. That's so cool. Look, there's even like little wrinkles on the skin. Wow. Wow. That is really good. This really looks like you just pulled it straight out of the game. Like, I feel like I'm holding a tiny little game cutscene in my hand. And then also you can get the counselor helmet. Look at that. Flustered has also painted this up really well. And then this is the yelling head. Let's see. Will this come out? I don't know. But yeah, look, you can kind of see here it flexes a little bit. That just shows that these are a little bit on the fragile side. Again, this is for maximum accuracy, not maximum durability. So you have to be careful while painting and assembling them. That's what it looks like. There is the like battle cry head. Oh wow, those eyes are blue. He's got blue eyes. Look at that. That's pretty cool. So yeah, again, this does come out, but I don't want to pull it too hard. There are some that come off pretty easily, but yeah, you can just pop that on there, and then you have a counselor. Can I do it? Let's see. That's the thing about painting parts, is they don't always want to. Ah, yeah, there we go. There we go. So there now is a counselor instead of Urtos. That's pretty cool. Gives you a lot of options for just one figure. Next up, we have a pair of miners. They use mostly the same parts as Urtos, except the helmets obviously are not the half jaw. And Flustered has painted one of these in blue and one of them in red. They look so flippin' good. And then this guy is using LS3D's plasma rifle, which looks fantastic and is much better sized than Mega's official one. This one is gummy and big, and you just have to kind of flip it upside down for them to be able to hold it properly. LS3D's is very nice, very sleek, looks fantastic. I actually have one of my own that I need to paint up here soon. And then Flustered has gotten all the details, the little blue swirls, the glowing part where the plasma comes out, a few little indicator lights, the purple and the silver. Looks really good. Then here is a official red elite. You see, there's really no comparison here, but this is the closest thing that we have to a miner like this in official Mega form. See around the back, the differences there. So good. And again, these are all the forearms, the legs, the shoulders, all of it is custom made by LS3D. Here's the blue guy again, and I wanted to bring in a blue one from Mega. Again, the difference is night and day. One looks like a toy, one looks like it was pulled out of the cutscenes in the game. He's got dual plasma pistols, which these are just Mega's official plasma pistol piece, but they are painted up all with the green and blue detail all over it. Both of them with the gray and the purple, looking very nice. And so this guy, which actually I think we'll have to get in closer for this, but this guy has the yelling face and this guy has the closed mouth face. There we go. You can see the differences there. Again, the eyes. Look at the red guy especially. He's looking right into your soul. He knows. And then this guy is just intent on screaming. He is ready for a fight. See all the paint that Flustered put in the throat. Look there, you can see the eyes. You can almost hear him. You can hear him yelling, "Ward, Ward, Ward," with that face. That's so good. And I love how the teeth are painted on there. That's really good. Also, will this one come off? It will. So this is what it looks like with the bald elite. He's got the little ear holes. Look at his eyes. You can see the armor on his little mandibles. The helmet, you can see, just kind of will rest on there. And then Flustered has made the skin texture pop more with the varying shades of tan. Look at that. You can't tell me that that doesn't look like it's straight out of the game. Like, come on. And then you just kind of have to very carefully finagle it back onto the head. And it's a little floppy in some ways, but it holds on pretty well. It's not just going to like fall off. It just might move around a little bit. But this guy really is more for display than for play. So that really is not an issue whatsoever. There you can see the plasma rifle better. Looking very, very good. And then this dude, you can see his plasma pistols a little bit better. Very cool. Very, very cool. This is making the Mega ones look bad. Come on, guys. Mega, you're being overtaken. Flustered and LS3D together is a dangerous combination. Very, very dangerous combination. So now we're moving on to the Honor Guard parts. So Honor Guard parts paired with a miner's helmet makes an Ultra. Honor Guard parts paired with an Honor Guard helmet makes an Honor Guard. And then if you pair it with a Counselor helmet, it makes an Honor Guard Counselor. So this guy is an Ultra, and he has a sword. Flustered painted this up. There's no thing in the middle. Looks like he cut that out. Very nice detail all over that. It's very like swirled. Looks very good. Then he's got another plasma rifle. This part is orange this time. Kind of the same orange as what we'll see on his shoulders. Looks excellent. And then the shoulders and the legs have the Honor Guard like armor thing. It looks very very Japanese with the side skirting, almost like samurai armor. And then we've seen Flustered do Honor Guards before, and again, paired with LS3D's parts, it is just a dangerous combination because this looks superb. Look at that. He even painted down on the wrists the tiny, tiny little patterns to make sure that all the detail was there. We've got the lights on the back of the legs. It's got the same helmet and chest as the other figures that we looked at. There's a little screen there. But yeah, the major differences here are the legs and the shoulders. You can see the piece on the side. It's attached on there. And again, these are a little on the fragile side, so you need to be careful with them. And then he's got one of the yelling faces, so this guy is ready for a fight. And he's also the same color as Hertas. Very cool. And he's also the same color as the Counselor helmet. So you could turn this guy into an Honor Guard Counselor if you wanted to. Very, very nice. But we do actually have an Honor Guard Counselor to look at. Here is the Honor Guard Counselor. That is really intimidating. The big shoulders and the giant helmet. You can see also Flustered somehow managed to paint these almost identical. I don't know how he did that so consistently, but yeah, they're almost identical. That's impressive. And then also too, where did I set him? There he is. You can see that the patterns on the shoulders are almost identical as well. Just the consistency is shocking. Like, I have a hard time keeping it consistent across my painted figures when I'm trying to do similar things. But no, this is very, very well done. Look at that. This guy looks ever so slightly more weathered on the back, but they're pretty darn close. His undersuit maybe looks a little more gray as well. And then he is armed with a white plasma rifle. I don't know, where was there a white plasma rifle? Did they use this in-game, or was this his own design? Either way, it looks fantastic. And then this is the closed mouth version of the head on the Counselor helmet. This guy is screaming. This guy is closed mouth. And he's got the little nose guards. Kind of forms a mesh in front of his face. See the same details as we saw on the other guy. It is using pretty much all the same parts. The difference is the head. It just looks really, really good. So good. Yeah, it's literally just, it's pulled straight from the game pretty much. And that is a hugely intimidating helmet. And last but not least, we have the classic Honor Guard. This guy is done up all in red. Actually, let's bring in the red miner next to him. That looks pretty nice. The orange really pops. You got all the detail on the helmet, all the detail on the side fins. And this helmet, let's see, will it come off? Will it come off? It will. Well, it mostly will come off. Ah, there's one of the screaming heads with the thing off, and you can see his eyeballs. Look at that. He sees into your soul. That is really good. I really can't get over how good the eyes are. And then here is the helmet. It's very tall. And these parts, I would imagine, would be a little on the fragile side if you're not being careful. See the detail around the back. Flustered really did not ignore any angle on here. And then we can just kind of slide that back into place. I don't really know how they see out of these helmets. I always wondered that. How do the Honor Guards see? Because they have these little spike thingamajigs right over their face. I don't really know how that works. But you can see the chest plate painted up with some orange markings, orange lights. The pike here, I believe, was official Mega, and then Flustered kind of shaved it down a little bit and then painted it. So there's a gradient in there instead of just normal gold. See around the back, some more orange lights. I wish I had the official red Honor Guard to compare with, either the Series 18 one or the what was that, Series 9 one? But I don't at the moment. So you'll just have to take my word for it that this is beyond that 110%. I really like how he's done the little screen on the one side. That's so cool. He has done a fantastic job. And let me bring in the Ultra so you can see them side by side. See, the shoulders are the same. It's just the paintwork that makes them different. Well, there you have it. That is the combined might of Flustered and LS3D. I gotta say, these are really just beyond. I don't even know. This is another level. It's like not even really Mega Construx anymore, to be honest. It's using Mega Construx as a foundation, but it is more detailed than even the larger action figures. And that is just mind-blowing. So if you want to check these out for yourself, I will put the link to the store page on LS3D's website where you can find all of the Halo 2 Elite conversion kits. There's also a Silent Shadow conversion kit that is not a part of this custom lineup, but you can find that on the site as well. I will put the links to Flustered and Dougie in the description and the pinned comment. And yeah, this is... I like the Mega Construx Elite figures, but they look so crude and clumsy next to these, especially since these have eyes and these guys just have little pinholes. Mega, your community is outdoing you. And I don't know, that's pretty cool to me. I think it's pretty cool that we have members of this community that have the ability to make stuff like this and stuff like articulated Elite feet and Spartan feet. It's just really, really cool. You know, we are in a rough spot in terms of finding new Mega stuff, but in the drought, we can turn to custom makers, get custom parts, make our own customs, while Mega figures their end of things out. So this is really cool. Highly recommend you go and check out the conversion kits in the description or in the pinned comment, whichever you prefer. Highly, highly recommend it. And painting LS3D's parts are a lot of fun. I've done it myself, and I have a couple of dusted offs planned where I'll be painting some Spartans and ODSTs as well. So keep your eyes out for that. But yeah, really, really cool. Just top-notch stuff right here. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time.